So can you go from this to this in the matter of 10 days? Yes, it is possible, but it is also very hard. I went from sketching like this to painting like this. My goal with this challenge was to learn how to sketch better portraits because I was really bad at sketching, and I wanted to learn how to hatch, so the hatching techniques and all that, but it brought so much more into my painting journey, into my skill, that I feel like if I didn't do this challenge I would be stuck in the same place that I always was. So this was my first portrait. I just did it to basically see how my skills are. I used my brushes from my brush set for sketching. They are available on my Gumroad, but to be honest, when I started I was using them wrong. So I was using basically the tiny little sketching brush for all of the hatching, and I noticed later on that that's not the best idea. And for all of the contours also for of the sketch, I realized that the best brush to use is actually a round brush, which who would have thought, but round brush, not a sketching brush. And basically this was portrait number 4, 5, I don't know, 4. Yeah, I was kind of happy with that, but then we came to this one and I was really disappointed in myself. I realized how much more I have to learn. I felt like these lines are just looking so weird and they are not aesthetically pleasing. This is not how you're supposed to sketch. I thought with this portrait that I will kind of it will be a bit better. You see, it kind of started being better, but then I guess, I don't know, look at these lines, they are just so distracting. But then this portrait, this is the first portrait that I used different brushes, and I even went ahead and I painted a little bit, tried to render basically using certain different brushes that I normally didn't use. With this portrait, as you can see, I was getting better and better every day. By the way, spoiler alert, I did not finish this challenge because in the middle of this challenge I decided to paint Barbie, and then it just went downhill kind of from there. But I definitely learned a lot. I think I painted around 20 or 30 portraits, and that already made such a huge change for me personally. So if you are looking into basically thinking about should you do this challenge or not, you definitely should. It is totally worth your time. However, I think you should focus on one thing specifically. So if you are bad at sketching, you can sketch 100 heads in 10 days. And it doesn't even have to be 10 days, it can be 20 days or a month. I saw one girl finish it in 3 years. Literally, I saw that video recently. But I think what is really important is that you start, and this challenge really makes you want to start and just go for it. As you can see, by the time I was at this portrait, I realized I maybe wanna paint a little bit also. I didn't like how this portrait came out, honestly, but it was a study and it's okay. Anyways, if you struggle with painting the hair, you might want to paint the hair a bit more in this challenge, more than you might want to choose a reference where you can clearly see the hair and then paint mostly focus on painting the hair. You can render the face also, but focus on painting the hair in a new way, and how you could improve. Look into it. So yes, this was Barbie that I painted. I posted this video also on my YouTube recently, and then I kind of went back a little bit. I sketched a Rihanna. This is Rihanna. And then after this, I think 2 or 3 really nice portraits that I really like, or I think one maybe. I think it's in the thumbnail of this. Yes, this I was obsessed when I saw this, that I actually created this, but with a round brush and then with other sketching brushes. All of it is from my brush set, but you can totally use any brushes that you like. So yes, let me know down in the comments below, have you ever tried this challenge or are you planning on trying it? And please subscribe to not miss out on more of these art journey videos.